Okay, after 15 months of growing this hair out, I'm gonna be round brushing it today. Here we go. So I always start with the Kevin Murphy anti-gravity gel or spray. Today I'm using the gel. This is a weightless volumizing gel that actually uses lavender to control oil production on the scalp. I use a lot of this, usually about a quarter size on each section of my head to help lift the hair for a voluminous blowout. Then I'm gonna use the Elixir one. This is a combo of a leave-in conditioner and a hair oil. It's amazing if you have any kind of breakage or damage. If you're gonna use one product, you always wanna make sure you're using a heat protectant that will protect it up to 450 degrees. Okay, since I'll be wearing my bangs down, I haven't ever cut them before. So there is a little corner that I want to remove so that they flow a little better. Right there. Other side. I am excited to be wearing my bangs down today. See this? This is shorter. I typically like this to be shorter than the back part. Okay, now let's blow dry. Okay, so key when blow drying, if you want volume on the top, you have to pre-dry your roots, and notice that I'm pulling the hair up and creating tension when I'm blow drying the top part. Now I don't want volume on the side, so I'm pulling everything forward and down so that I don't get that poofiness on my sides as well as that back part. Okay, at this point, the hair is about 80% dry. I have most of the water out except on the ends, so I'm now using a round brush to finish blow drying mid-length to ends and to get that last bit of water out of the hair. Notice after I go underneath, I also comb it down because I'm not trying to create volume. And I am using a smaller round brush. If you use a big round brush, you're going to create too much volume and it's going to create a very big bevel at the bottom. So now I'm going to take another section down and do the same thing, and we're going to work our way up with the head. Same thing, take another section, work your way up. Okay, now this part's very important. This is your mohawk area. This is where you are going to create the most volume in your blowout, right where your part is. So I'm taking that section out, and then notice I'm blow drying all of this up and forward, which also helps create volume in those areas that you want it. Okay, so when you want volume in your crown, same thing, you're going to put the brush underneath the hair, and I'm pulling everything up and forward with the blow dryer in front. I have another YouTube video just focusing on this part of the blowout because this is where I find people make the most mistake when they want a voluminous blowout and they feel like they're not getting it. But now I'm just working my way all the way down the mohawk, bringing the brush forward every single time, naturally creating that volume when it flows back. Now I have to put the blow dryer down to reset my hands every time, and that's okay. Okay, now for my bangs. I have a huge cowlick. I'm gonna blow dry everything down first, and then I'm gonna create the swoop. So if you don't want, I call them the McDonald arches, this is how you would blow dry your cowlicks out. And then I'm going to find my part, then I'm going to take the brush and now bring it vertically from the ground, and then we're going to blow dry everything going back, and you can see how it kind of creates that swoop around my cheekbone. And I'm going to do the same thing for the other side, and make sure that the round brush is small enough that you're using too. And I'm back. I don't want is like a bubble. So I'm gonna go in probably with a straightener and smooth out some of this volume on the bottom for me, and just mostly keep the volume on the top. This has been a struggle growing my hair out. Just the layers at the top, you can tell, haven't caught up. So the ends are kind of thin. My front is still shorter than my back, so you can kind of see there is a gap. But straightening it kind of gives me more length, and it prevents me from having that super bubbled bob look. I can flip it deep part with a tuck.